Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Welcome to this Friday's edition, September 19th, 2025, of What's on Tap and What's Happening. We changed the name here a little bit. Um, so we're going to now feature What's on Tap, but we're also going to feature the bigger events that are happening that caught our eye here at the Badger Beer Report this weekend. So, without further ado, let's say one thing. We are fully in Oktoberfest season. And please look contact or check out what's going on at your local brewery. They are doing an Oktoberfest, or they are celebrating one, or they are collabing, or they are serving, or they're having Hammerschlager and brats, pretzels. I mean, it just flooded our timeline. So if you're an Oktoberfest fan, it's this week and it's next week. I was talking about it 2 weeks ago because y'all put out a whole bunch of Oktoberfest beers earlier this month and late last month. But yeah, it's Oktoberfest season, so it's time to really get out. It's kind of the last gasp of the summer. And as you will see coming here, breweries are doing all kinds of things to get y'all to come and visit them this weekend and next weekend. So we won't talk about next weekend just yet because next weekend's a big one. But we're going to talk about this weekend. So let's start near and dear to my heart, close to my my homestead. We usually start in Madison here, and then we work our way around the state. Youngblood, y'all. I'm accenting this one because it's a hazy IPA double dry hopped with Kush or Nush or Kunush, Simcoe, and Mosaic. And they also have two sours here that they're releasing also. So of course, Youngblood is staying on Youngblood brand here with their IPAs and their sours. There's some new tastes at their tap rooms. So check them out, King Street and north side of Madison. This is the last one I added. Working Draft Black IPA. Their newest beers, Black IPA, looks like they released it today. It's only there for a limited time, so Clinton didn't make that much, is what I'm reading into that. But it's a West Coast inspired hoppy bite and just a touch of roasty malt character. It's here for a limited time, and I will be there tomorrow, for sure. Not a question. Check for that update on Badger Beer Report. But also while I'm there, or I already have some at home, but the Fest beer here is just, it's just. I don't really even have words for how good the Fest beer is here at Working Draft this year. So if it's still there, because it was there last week and they said they only had a limited quantity, y'all need to get to Working Draft and Bats and Cats. And if you're going to be there tomorrow, look for me because I will be there probably when it opens. So yeah, Working Draft has a black IPA, one of my favorite styles pretty much ever. So staying around here, we got Vintage. I just wanted to highlight Vintage real quick because pumpkin, y'all. Pumpkin beers are hitting it. If you're a pumpkin fan, they are hitting right now. And this one here is a popular one around at least these parts here. The Pumpkin Disorderly. So check that out at Vintage. It looks like it's every Vintage place that there's a Vintage place, and you can grab a 6 or a pint. Sunrise, Lake Mills, heading out towards Milwaukee from the Madison area. The reason I highlighted Sunrise is because I love when I can go to a brewery and they have made an Oktoberfest and a Fest beer. So I don't know if I'll be able to get out to Sunrise, but it sounds like those who can are going to have a good time because it looks like so the Marzen looks like it's he says historically brewed. Or no, I'm sorry. Multi-lager is historically brewed in March. They're telling the story here. My bad. Toasted notes, caramel, and inspiration. An inspiration from our Storm Melon. Okay. The newer style, Golden Fest beer. So they got a Fest beer, and you can see them there. That Marzen's probably one at the back. the Stam, Tish, and Stoneman. Oh, that's the name of the brews. They are there right now. And then you can get a little mini flight and try them both. Fun in Lake Mills at Sunshine Brewing. All right. Heading out to Milwaukee. Heading a little north though, but still heading that way. We're going to stop here at Fond du Lac Brewing, who is going German hard this weekend. Y'all can see here if you are watching the plethora of beer, fest beers, Oktoberfest beers they have here. And Fond du Lac's also going to have their Prost Malone. So I believe that is their Oktoberfest. Yep, crisp hops, malty, bready, and smooth finish. And then they're just going to have a whole bunch of classics. So you can probably get a flight. I'm not sure. Check on that one because I'm not sure. I'm not sure if all these are on tap. I don't know. It says on tap. So if they're all on tap, I'm sure you can get a flight. Y'all know how it is. If they're in bottles, you can't do flights in bottles. We're not even going to ask for that. Come on. Y'all know better than that. But this sounds fun, and I don't know, they're talking about rain tomorrow, and they're even saying they're saying if we're gonna rain, y'all, we got you. And it's a big spacious place out there. Haven't been there yet. Joel was there, but Joel told me it was a wonderful, beautiful space. Just open, as you know, y'all. Fond du Lac just got their first brewery back in over 80 some years. So Fond du Lac Brewing, if you're near it tomorrow, looks like a lot of fun. Broken Bat, y'all. So we're landed in Milwaukee area here, and the reason I highlighted this one is because this is another thing I want y'all to be looking out for is these fresh hop beers. They literally so this one says today is the day our freshest hop ever hits the tap lines, and this was today, y'all. The hops were handpicked this morning. Head brewer Nick went out, put them in the brew kettle this afternoon, and fresh off the vine, Chinook hops are here to hammer those taste buds. So they're gonna have that on tap. There had to be some fermenting though. Or how does this work? This fresh hop stuff. I don't know. I just drink it. And it's generally amazing because I love IPAs. So, but I want to, if you're not, near Milwaukee, you won't be able to get this because it sounds like it's even a smaller batch than normal. Yeah, small batch and all that pilot series. So, you're going to have to be near. My point though for y'all is that a lot of breweries are doing these, and I know that there's two other. I think is it Gravity Box? I'm not sure. There are two other breweries that are absolutely doing the fresh hop beers this year. That already have one out. I might have asked. I wanted to ask that one last week, but I didn't get on and talk to y'all last week. But point is, this is the time of year to look for these beers. Okay, so if you're looking for a fresh hop IPA, the hops just pop out on these. If I remember correctly, like they really you really get that like green taste out of them. If that makes sense, they're not. It's so fresh. Normally, a lot of times hops come in pellets and, frozen and different things like that for, preservation and broken and all that. Well, when you just go grab the hops off the vine and just throw them in the brew kettle, that's just going to give you something different. So, Broken Bat has one for y'all to taste, but look around, keep your eyes peeled, especially on your local breweries. Fifth Ward, headed up to the Oshkosh area. Getting better with my locations, y'all. If y'all remember the first couple ones, I was a little rough there, so getting better. But Fifth Ward has a plum lavender fruited sour. If y'all know me or hear enough of me talk, I'm not a big fan of lavender. So it's really fun that this one ended up on my list, but I just wanted to accent that one because a lot of people do like lavender, and also plum and lavender. It doesn't sound like it would go together, but I would love to try this. So if anybody's out at Fifth Ward, this came on a long requested brew, they say. So apparently a lot of people like it. It just sounds really weird to me, but y'all get out there and please report if y'all have ever had this one or you have it soon and you want to let I really would love some feedback. I would not be able to get the Fifth Ward probably while this is still around, because again, it sounds like a crowd pleaser. I'm out of Fifth Ward in the Oshkosh area. Staying around there, we got Fox River, and they have a Munich Blonde. Now this is it's a brewed in celebration of the start of Oktoberfest, of course, which is today, I believe, in Munich. And but a Wisconsin twist. It's Wisconsin malt, y'all. Highlighting the brand new Lighthouse Munich malt, and German hops. So there's a little Wisconsin love in here. It looks the part. It looks very, very refreshing. Notes of cracker, biscuit, honey, crisp, with floral and spicy finish. Prost, Fox River. Going a little west of the Oshkosh area, we're going to Omega Brewing Experience. The reason I highlighted this one and the reason it caught my eye again, you got a Marzen and you got a Fest beer right there. Look at them both 6.3. I love the train. I love when you can get them both. I love when you can have those options. And I love trying both at the same time. And if y'all haven't, do it. It's great. It's fun. So Omega, they're celebrating Oktoberfest this weekend, starting tonight. So let's head back up to we're headed up to the northeast Wisconsin, and our friends at Vault 202 have a Gravity Cask, y'all. And unfortunately, this is their final Friday tapping of the Gravity Cask. I think it sounds like it's a series. We will be so they'll be tapping the cask today. Actually, literally right now, 4:00. They're tapping, and that's great timing there, Greg. And if you're lucky enough to swing by, you'll get a sneak peek at our Oktoberfest in the cask. And this will be on tap next week if you get to the Appleton Oktoberfest. But I don't think the cask. I think it's what it's saying here. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Hopefully y'all can read it if y'all put in the comments if you're reading it. But it looks like the Oktoberfest is in the cask. But once that's done, you'll be able to get the Oktoberfest at the Appleton Oktoberfest celebration, which is next weekend. So either way, just go to Vault. It's new. I hear it's excellent. I hear the space is beautiful. I have hints that the beer is excellent. I haven't tasted it myself, but I've heard some word on the street. Okay, word on the street. Headed up to the Green Bay area, but before we get there, we're going to stop at Nicollet Ale Works. Why did I highlight this one? There's a reason. So it's an Oktoberfest. It looks like tomorrow is when we will be able to get these. Oh no, I'm sorry. They'll be pouring their coffee cream moon brew. Okay. That sounds, again, for me, I'm in. I love any kind of coffee beer. What you trying to do? Or is it even a beer? Okay. Y'all need to go check that out. A Mocktoberfest sweater weather. So is that a Oktoberfest beer that's non-alcoholic? And our amber bombastic side eye, which sounds like just a regular amber. So really intriguing, in my opinion. And if I was close, like I am to working draft, I will be going to Nicollet tomorrow to check out what is that moon brew coffee cream ale. Oh no, okay, so it's a beer. All right. My bad. Moon brew. I want to try that. And then again, a Oktoberfest. If that's an NA Oktoberfest beer, I really want to try it. That would be excellent. So if anybody's on the ground for Nicollet tomorrow, let me know. Let us know. But those two are intriguing. And amber, amber's cool. And this is the time of year for amber, the fall for sure. So Nicollet, y'all. That's the pier. It looks like they're having this event at the church though. So all these things will be at the church, but I'm pretty sure you could probably walk into Nicollet tomorrow if you don't go to the church event. You can go to Nicollet, and hopefully they'll have it there. But if not, you probably need to get your butt over to the church. So, staying in the Green Bay area, Zambaldi is doing a collab with Lorelei Inn, which is a supper club. Um, and this is it looks like a fest beer. Yeah. Lorelei Inn Modern Fest beer. Right. So it's available at Zambaldi and the Lorelei if you go there for dinner. Sounds like a fun brew. And again, anybody have it, please let us know. But as we've done, we've done a beer collab. And I love when brewers, go out of the box to do collabs with non-beer entities. So this is one right up my road here, or right down my lane at Lorelei Inn. And they get their own beer, and Zambaldi gets to brew, and the community gets gets a good brew. So cheers to that, and y'all check that out up there in the Green Bay area. Let's go out to Door County real quick and come back. Before we come back, I just wanted to highlight the ESB. I love this style. We don't see many of them, and we don't see many year-round ones. I don't think this is a year-round one, but this is arriving at a great time in the fall. So King's Arms is an ESB, and they don't give much they don't give much description here on it. 6.8. That's kind of, it feels kind of high, don't they, y'all? Maybe I'm wrong. And then a 40 IBU. So nice little hop character to it. Sounds delightful. And 16 ounce for 5 ounce for 16. I mean, how can you lose? And you're in Door County with the with the leaves falling. Man. Check out Starboard, y'all. All right, we're headed back to Mosinee. Is almost right, literally in the middle. Wisconsin's odd shape. We know that. But if there was a middle of Wisconsin, it would be like, the Stevens Point area or a little bit north, and that's where Mosinee is. And they have, I wanted to I'll accent this because it's a pumpkin pie beer. Or, sorry, it doesn't say that. It says it's a brown ale. But read the details, the fine details, they're giving you all those pumpkin pie vibes. So at the end of the day, it's pumpkin beer. I'm gonna call it that. But you can call it what you can call it. They call it the fall favorite brown ale. So Mosinee's regulars, I'm sure, are familiar with this one. And if you like pumpkin beers, check out Mosinee in the literally almost like in the dead center of Wisconsin. Location wise. So we're going to head far west and far north to Rush River, one of my favorites in this area. And we're back with a wet hop, y'all. We got wet hop ale released in the tap room this weekend. Once a year, they have the unique pleasure of picking fresh local hops and brewing them on the same day. And their friend Wayne from Kinnick. y'all can see that. Okay, cool. Natives produced over 50 pounds of big juicy Chinook. Yum. And Amarillo and Sabro. I didn't even see that when I put that on here. Sabro is one of my favorite hops. I love that hop. I love what y'all brewers are doing with it. It seems like it's kind of waned a little bit, the popularity of it, but I love when y'all still doing it. So yeah, this is this weekend. It was posted today. To me, today is the weekend. So I would rush over to Rush River to see what's going on. Maybe if you're just going there for that, maybe you want to call them. But it says sometime this weekend. So to me, Friday's the weekend. So I'll head over to Rush River for their wet hop ale. Sounds delicious. Oh, our friends at Earth Rider have an IPA, and I highlighted it because I love Earth Rider, but two, I think it's the only. Oh no. Youngblood gave us an IPA. It wasn't really, IPAs here are one of my favorite styles. I mean, if you take IPA as a whole, it's one of my favorite styles, if not my favorite. But it's not really, people don't really consider it IPA time. So I love to see brewers just, releasing what they release. And so they like it for autumn adventure. So and it's a match to the Northwoods, bright, balanced, and full of character. They're not really giving us much, but it's Earth Rider, so I'm gonna try it anyway. I don't care. I mean, if you're near, if you're near Earth Rider or have any Earth Rider, check that one out. It sounds like a really good one. And yeah, it's an IPA in a not IPA season. Is how I would describe that one. We're gonna stay up north and far north to our friends at Oliphant. And they're going in pretty hard on this one, y'all. Y'all need something boozy, yeah. Big and bold in your weekend plans. You need Duck Art. It's their 14%. Ooh, Imperial Stout, brewed to knock your socks off, and aged for 6 and 18 months in whiskey barrels. Available tomorrow when they open the doors to celebrate their 11th birthday. Happy birthday, Oliphant. Happy birthday, Oliphant. No, it says you're coming. I won't be able to make it, unfortunately. But that sounds like, I mean, they got 4 packs of it. Oh, that would be nice to age one of them for at least, maybe a year, 6 months to see how, if the booze comes off. But 14%, wow. They ain't playing around up there in Somerset. So check out Oliphant. Happy birthday, Oliphant. And they're gonna have a big party tomorrow, probably. I mean, not probably. They are gonna have a big party tomorrow. So check them out if you're close. Headed back down south at Hillsboro. Their Friday Night Lights is here, y'all. It's Oktoberfest, obviously, so they're in there. This was highlighted because if you go and get this, you get 25. You pay $25, and you get that beautiful Stein there, and you get it free. You get it filled. So, for $25, you get a nice big Oktoberfest and a nice Stein to commemorate your time, and that looks really cool. And I don't know. I've had Hillsboro recently a couple times. I haven't had them much before. Had them a couple times, and I'm telling y'all, it's out in the middle of nowhere, but their beer is excellent. It was one of the breweries that I went to, or one of the beer fests we went to together as a group, Badger Beer Fest, Badger Beer Report. And every beer that he had, like 6 beers there, and every single one of them was really, really good. So I'm betting anything that this Oktoberfest is on point. And I don't know. I think that's a good deal. I like deals like this that are, incentivize, merchandise, incentivize merchandise, buying. And, who knows? Everybody needs a big mug like that. I mean, probably not everybody, because if y'all saw my glass, my beer glasses, it's a mess. But anyway, let's see what else we have here. What else do we have here? We have one more, right? We have one more. Headed back over to the middle of the state. Sawmill. I think this is our last one on tap. The reason I selected this one, or the reason we selected this one to show y'all, was that it's a wee heavy Scotch ale, y'all. Is this not a perfect style for this time of year? And I haven't seen that many of them done. So hopefully, maybe when we get into deeper the fall a little bit, we'll be able to see more Scotch ales out there. Wee heavies specifically, but a wee heavy Scotch ale is brewed for the friend with stories that are just a little too good to be true, or the one who's bold enough to nickname themselves the legend. Brewed 7 different grains. Wow! It pours deep amber, layers of dark caramel, toffee, chocolate, and molasses. Rich, malty, smooth. This beer lives up to its name. Sounds excellent. Join us today. Raise a glass. Swap some crazy stories while you're at Sawmill Brewing. Brew more wee heavy Scotch ales, Wisconsin breweries, please. And while you're doing that, do the ESP too, and then throw a black IPA on there, and we're good. So upcoming events, y'all. So this is I was doing, like, before we were doing what's coming, as far as like were there any beer releases or collabs that we were keeping an eye out for you, and we will continue to do that. But one of the things that we have kind of not worked our way into, as far as going from the Badger Beer Hour to the Badger Beer Report, is events. So I'm going to start talking about events here at the end of what's on tap to tell y'all big events. Of course, can't go through them all. We got 260 breweries and Wisconsin currently. And that's not including the extensions and you know, Youngblood has two places, House has two places, Ray Dane has four, you know what I mean, all that. So we're not counting that. We're just counting 260 breweries. So a lot of events, but we just want to highlight the bigger ones. So one that didn't make it before I changed the slide is Raised Grain's birthdays tomorrow. And they got a big old, oh man, I didn't even get there. They got a big old bottle release, bomber release of their anniversary beer. I believe it's a big stout. That'll be on tap at Raised Grain in the western Milwaukee suburbs. Correct, Greg? Only Greg can. Usually, I have my man Joel here, and Joel can be like, "Yes." Well, not here on one tap, but on the brewery report. So, anyway, Raised Grain. Check them out if you're a fan or you're close. Let's see what else we got here. Oh, we got Lombardi's opening, y'all. If you follow us on the Badger Beer Brewery Report, Joel and I have been, Joel specifically, has been really excited about this. Packer Head and beer head and brewery head, and he also was really intrigued by the names of some of the breweries that they came out with. And he's really intrigued to see what else is going on. They opened today. They're open right now. For the first time, I think they said yesterday they opened, or here it says yesterday that they had friends or family. And then so today, they opened. They're open right now. So if you're near the old City Lights, that's where Lombardi is in Milwaukee. They got smokehouse barbecue, pulled pork, brisket, chicken sammies. That sounds great. And a new beer place, y'all. And one that has been highly anticipated. Right here, right before I came on live, y'all, they put their menu out here. And as you can see, I see they're affiliated with District 1. So you see a couple of District 1s here, but I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 Lombardi beers, that whole top there. And then it looks like those 4 on the side on the bottom there are District 1. So we got 8 whole new Lombardi Brewing beers out there, y'all. And we have some District 1. So for those in Milwaukee who can't get out to District 1, which is Stevens Point, right? Stevens Point area. Yeah, so Lombardi's open. This is a good one. This is I'm sorry, I don't know if it's a good one. What I don't know is it's a good one in an aspect of replacing City Lights, having a brewery move into a brewery. And again, the branding and everything is just so Wisconsin. We are all excited here about it at the Badger Beer Report. So y'all going, let us know what's up. We will have someone on the ground there really soon as we have people in Milwaukee, and we will let you know what's going on with Lombardi Brewing, but they're open. So cheers to that. Another one that's opened is Mobcraft Beer, y'all. Mobcraft is back. They're open. Unfortunately, due to, a lot, we were hoping for this opening in the spring, but a lot of red tape and a lot of different things happened that delayed the opening till now. And it also delayed, from what I know, the brewing. So when you show up to Mobcraft, you will have a nice curated guest list of, I'm sure, craft brewers from the wonderful city of Milwaukee, and I'm sure you can figure out. I don't have a list here, but you could probably think of, the breweries that are there. Probably your favorites, probably our favorites. I won't say any names because I don't want to get y'all running over there and all that. But yeah. What's up, Trevor? How you doing? So yeah, Mobcraft is back, y'all. Get there. Again, you won't see any Mobcraft beers per se, but I hear they're coming, and I hear they're bringing back not all, but they're bringing back a good amount of. They have, they bought all the recipes, so your favorite Mobcraft beers should be back on tap soon. When they are, you'll hear from us because we will be shouting about it. But until then, and you're nearby, and y'all know that tap house is excellent. This is a really nice space. check it out if you're around, y'all. And I bet you they have some Oktoberfest and other things on tap that will intrigue you. So check out Mob Craft. But once they start being able to tap their own beer, we will let you know. Last and certainly not least, our friends Lions Tales has a big old weekend, a big old Oktoberfest weekend. You can see, that's probably, pretty sure that's their tent. And they're doing everything: the sign holding contest, pretzels, beer tastings, bingo, best dress, trivia. I mean, they're just going all out. Hammerschlagen, Plinko, fire departments hanging out. So this is going to be really, really fun. This is in Nina. I am 100% sure of that. And yeah, Lion's Tail, having some fun now this weekend. So yeah, so before I go again, hit we're in Oktoberfest season, y'all. This is the last gasp for the summer, for the beer gardens, for just being outside. Y'all know what's coming. Y'all know what's coming. I don't have to tell Wisconsin folks. So enjoy your weekend here. Make sure that you you check in with your local brewery. They're all doing something fantastic this weekend. They literally all are. Like 100%. Either this weekend or next weekend is doing something big for probably the biggest beer quote holiday that's just about beer in the world. So our Wisconsin breweries are staying true and putting in a lot of work so that we could have some good parties to attend. So I'm going to leave y'all with that, which is please take advantage, because a lot of these Oktoberfest and Fest beers are just excellent. Even quote the worst one I've had so far was pretty good. As far as Oktoberfest, the quote worst was really good. So I think it's just one of those styles that is just so approachable, y'all, and so I don't want to say easy to make, but like just approachable and straightforward. There's no, you know what I mean, like y'all know breweries kind of for the most part stay in that lane. We saw one brewery today. Now I forget. Added a twist with some Wisconsin hops. Was that Fox River? I think it was Fox River. And then you'll see those little twists, these little twists to make theirs a little bit different, but no, there's no craziness going on. And they're all really brewed mostly to style because they want us to enjoy them and drink, as many as we can to be responsible. Right. So that being said, I'm done babbling. But I am having fun doing this, what's on tap and what's happening. So as long as I'm having fun, y'all will get more. And this was a fun one on a Friday. It's always fun to tell y'all what's going on and what we're seeing here at Badger Beer Report and what's going on out there at Wisconsin's wonderful, and I'm biased, best breweries in the states are here right under our nose. So let's enjoy it. Cheers, y'all, and prost. And as my colleague and brewer savant, Joel Geyer says, and he says it way better than me, and I always butcher it, so I'm just going to butcher it in my Greg way, which is drink local always, even when you're